Hey guys, welcome back. So today is my very first ride on the brand new KTM 390 Adventure. It's right here. First impressions, I love it. So today I dropped my KTM 390 Adventure for the first time.
Jesus. Oh shit. Oh no, you're going down. Oh shit.
Hey guys, I put thousands of miles on both Yamaha XT250 and KTM 390 Adventure, and my main conclusion is simple. We cannot rely on YouTube to pick a bike. I think lots of us buy a wrong bike every year and then lose money on the eventual resale. Most importantly, we lose the opportunity to ride the right bike during this time. KTM was actually the right bike for me. Just based on YouTube reviews, I almost missed it. So in this video, I'll compare the two bikes, keeping XT250 as a benchmark. And I will also share my idea for the ultimate way to pick the perfect bike for each one of us individually, to make sure we avoid the wrong bike or don't miss the right bike. If you like my videos, please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Square Helmet is more than a channel, it's a community of people who share the passion for any road, anytime, anywhere type of riding, regardless of the bike you actually have. As usual at Square Helmet, the most important things first. XT250 is much more capable off-road than KTM. Full stop here. But for most off-road riding, KTM 390 Adventure is actually more preferable than XT250. Yes, there, I said it. It really impressed me off-road. It's way better than most of us think based on YouTube reviews.
God.
And when it comes to road riding, KTM rides like a small, light, nimble street bike, but in some situations XT250 is preferable than KTM. When cruising at 100 km an hour, about 60 miles an hour, and more, XT250 vibrates much less. Short rides are okay, but if I had to ride longer than 2 hours, I would prefer XT250 than KTM. This is so unexpected. These unexpected realizations after riding KTM and XT250 led me to an idea for how to pick the perfect bike. I consider adding several more dual sport and light adventure bikes to my garage, and then open it up for the test rides exclusively for my subscribers. Basically, any one of you can try any of my bikes, or all of them one after another. On asphalt, on gravel roads, or take them off-road to trails with different levels of difficulty to truly find out your perfect fit. Trying it yourself is the best. How else can you say, for example, that Tenere is too heavy for you and your type of riding? Dealers don't allow taking a Tenere off-road, but at a private riding range, something like Square Helmet Playground, you can try them all anywhere you want. Of course, I would have to charge some fee to make this sustainable, but I personally would love if something like this existed already. For example, a guy I know bought a Tenere and realized it's too big and too heavy for him. So he kept it for a season to justify the purchase and tried to find a way to make it work. And then he sold it through dealership, losing a riding season and $2,000 in the process. Imagine if you could just come for Square Helmet test rides and for a reasonable fee, try them all. You may find out that Royal Enfield Himalayan may be a better fit for you, or CRF 300, or XT250, or TW200, or Suzuki, or some other bike. Or if you still decide to go for a Tenere, you'll know 100% that it's exactly what you need. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Is it something that would appeal to you? Would you travel to Quebec to try it? Any other thoughts, ideas, or suggestions that you can share would be great too. Let's crowdsource these ideas. If it's something worth doing, I'll put my business skills behind this and get this done. We'll have the perfect Square Helmet playground for all of us who share the passion for any road, anytime, anywhere type of ride.
Wow, sorry. Wow. Oh my God. I cannot believe I cannot believe I made it. Did I? Yeah. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, wow. Oh my god. I cannot. Whew, I cannot believe I made it. Camera, I don't know, I don't think it captures anything. It's 100% washed out. Half a foot deep mud with rocks, and it's climbing up. I don't know how we're going up. There was no traction. Maybe it was kind of digging far enough to get something solid. I thought I already gave up a few times, saying okay, I'm gonna stuck here and maybe turn back to get a little bit more speed, but got completely off track, off the lane that I picked, and oh my god, I made it. This is crazy. So guys, right there, this was a serious test. I don't wanna, I mean, just look what's back there. It's a mess. It's a mess, and I cannot believe I made it. Wow. Anyway, some asphalt now. I'm so hot. It's very light. It's very well balanced. It's very easy to handle. Like very easy. I came here. I'm gonna show you. Like the road. Again, you may see it, you may not, but it's very bad, and in some places it's just horrible. I thought I would drop it a few times, and I didn't. It was so crazy, but I could actually balance on it. So on stock tires, I came to the place where first season I wouldn't be able to come even on my Yamaha XT250 just because of my skills. Of course, I'm much more skilled right now, I think, at least I hope so. And here I am in the middle of nowhere on KTM 390 Adventure. Now, I want to address one thing. Some people say, well, it's not good for off-road, it's not a real off-road bike. I mean, this is bullshit. And if we think about standard adventure bike, like BMW GS, 1200 GS, 1300 GS, those big ones, nobody can say that they are not real adventure bikes, that they're not off-road, kind of, they're real adventure bikes that can go off-road. This is much more capable, simply because it's lighter, and most people will take it to more places. Granted, there is about 10% of trails where XT250 can go, this one cannot go, but this will go surprisingly far, so don't look down on this bike. Some people say, yes, it's KTM Duke with a little bit of bells and whistles for adventure bike. Whatever it's based on doesn't matter. It can go off-road. It's more capable than BMW GS 1200 or 1300 just because it's lighter. Ground clearance is almost the same, or pretty much the same. So I don't know, suspension, maybe if you go super fast, and there are some limitations if you are 90 kilograms or above. For me, 72, 73 kilograms, I have no problems flying off-road, going in the dirt. Stock tires are not as good, and obviously it's street tires, so I get no traction. But if you put knobby on this one, unless you start hitting really big rocks, it can go really far. It's extremely well balanced, relatively light and low, with amazing suspension that makes it more planted, less bouncy, and as a result, easier to handle off-road. In places where Yamaha XT250 starts bouncing off the rocks, requiring much more attention and skills, KTM just swallows the obstacles and glides over them, barely requiring any attention. My 13-year-old son tried KTM on a hard forest trail and agreed that it's just so much easier than XT250 there. The things that let KTM down are the lower ground clearance, traction control that doesn't stay off, mostly street tires, though this can be easily fixed, lower reliability, and relatively lack of torque at lower revs. And the biggest disappointment is the high-speed cruising. KTM vibrates more than XT250. Tire is an easy fix. With aggressive off-road tires, KTM would be an off-road monster. Lower reliability, nothing can really be done here. I knew KTM was not as reliable as Yamaha, but 390 platform is the most reliable of all KTMs, so it's okay for me.
Ground clearance is okay for most situations. I installed an optional engine protection and quickly learned that it was a great decision. I've been hitting the rocks with it the whole summer. XT250 with its 11.2 inches ground clearance is unreachable here. Lack of torque at lower revs is not that big of an issue. You get used to it quickly. I heard about installing a different ECU mapping to improve the torque across the entire range. I may try it later. Still, compared to KTM, XT250 has a smoother, linear power that gives you exactly what you need when you need it. The fact that traction control can be turned off is the worst. With a little less torque at the bottom range, KTM stalls more often. When it stalls on steeper hills and starts sliding down, you just restart the engine and keep pushing, only to learn that the rear wheel does not get any power. There were so many situations when I got stuck in the middle of a rocky hill climb because I forgot to turn off traction control after the most recent engine stall. Good example is Square Helmet's first group ride to Eagle's Nest last year, where Johnny had to help push KTM uphill after I stopped in the middle due to traction control. Finally, the vibration at cruising speed of 100 kilometers an hour or 65 miles an hour or more. XT250 is much better here. I never thought I would say this, but for long hours at high speeds, I would actually prefer XT250. I was fresh riding XT250 for several hours straight, but on KTM, I have to take breaks every 2 hours to reset from the vibrations. To summarize, XT250 is much more capable off-road. It's lighter and lower than KTM, has much higher ground clearance, and it's way more reliable. It will take you anywhere off-road, and it's even better than KTM at cruising at 100 kilometers an hour because it has less vibrations than KTM. KTM is extremely light, low, well-balanced. It has strong engine and amazing suspension, which makes it more stable, more planted, and easier to handle off-road. If you stay away from the 10% of the hardest off-road trails, then you should definitely pay attention to KTM 390 Adventure. It may be the only bike you will ever need for everything. But the main benefit of XT250 over KTM is non-tangible. You can't touch or measure it. XT250 makes me much more adventurous. With KTM, I realized that I mostly go to the trails, which I already discovered on Yamaha XT250 before. I know what to expect and the difficulty level from those trails. There were a few unknown trails I tried on KTM, and many times I had to turn back because I didn't know what to expect, and I wasn't sure if KTM would be able to take me there. With Yamaha XT250, I could go anywhere. It gives me that extra confidence to go any place I want, knowing that it would take me there and back every single time, regardless of how hard the trail gets. And this means a lot. Yamaha XT250 is the winner for me. It's the best bike I would pick if I could only have one. It's just the perfect fit for my style of riding. It's better suited for any road, anytime, anywhere. Still, I really love KTM 390 Adventure. It was a revelation, and I simply love riding it.
I have to keep momentum, otherwise I'm not going to get out of here.
Fortunately, I don't have to choose between the two, so I'm keeping my KTM 390 Adventure, and I have just bought a brand new XT250. Stay tuned for more videos on both. And please add comment to share your thoughts on the Square Helmet Playground for trying all dual sports and light adventure bikes. Subscribe to stay in touch and see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.